Self-belief is the most important thing. Focus. If your mates are off having a good time, let them have that good time. Focus on your dream and you'll have many years of having a good time. So I think it's grabbing the opportunity while you're young, because while you're young, you've got that chance to make those mistakes and people will give you more likely to give you that chance and all the rest of it, and never give up. For me, it's about having focus, knowing what you want and focusing on it and never giving up, but working hard on it, and researching your business, know what your business is, understand it, inside out, and think out the box and never sit down and wait for an opportunity to come to you, because if you wait for it to come to you, it'll never come. Go out there and get it.
Everyone wearing these True Religion jeans understand that there's true religion and there's true religion. Stop wearing those £180 True Religion jeans. It's really not the lick. Right about now, let me introduce you to proper True Religions. See that? Spin right, Chris, for a second. Look. See that? Studs. We're dealing with studs out here, you understand? £350. Check these. Hold on. £400. Sold them, 4 bills jeans. 4 bills. True Religion. Otherwise, don't wear them. Allow it.
We have a client who's probably one of the top 4 biggest sports stars in the world. How did we manage to get this guy who's all the way in Jamaica and we're here in London? Do you know how we managed it? Because we sat in our office and we said, you know what, Usain Bolt should be on our roster. By this time, Usain Bolt had already won Olympic gold, so he's already known. And we said, well, how the hell are we going to get to Usain Bolt? So you know what we said? We said, you know what, we're going to get on a plane and we're going to go to Jamaica. That's exactly what we did. And then Usain Bolt, within 4 months, 5 months after, went to Jamaica, became our client. So it's one of those things of, you just don't sit there and have an illusional thought of what you want to do and all the rest of it. Get up and do it, and anything's possible. And I think we've proven it with what we've done. And I don't think that we've done anything yet. I think that we've got a hell of a lot to do. And we're still grafting and we're still putting the hours in. We still don't finish at 2 till 2 in the morning. We work 7 days a week. Yesterday we was up in Liverpool, went to the Liverpool game, meeting clients afterwards, networking. In the evening, out with clients, networking, didn't get in till 4 o'clock in the morning. And that's what you've got to do if you want to win.
The people at the top are not lucky. They work hard and they have teams around them that plan meticulously, which is, why we've got a track record of doing well. You might want to get into the recording business, but you might be finding it difficult to get in there, so you've got to find another angle to get in there. You've got to maybe go the route of offering a service that's nothing to do with recording but is in the music industry, and then working your way through that, and then somehow swimming and opening doors for yourself as you go along. And persistence is the key. I think persistence is so key in everything. I think anybody who's on top of their game, whether you're in property or whether you're in music business or whether you're a footballer sportsman trying to make it or whatever, you've got to be persistent, because people will shut doors on you and people might even block you deliberately, or all sorts will happen. But if you're not persistent, then you ain't got a prayer really.
When I tried to get into the industry, it was completely impossible, because you don't have a track record, nobody knows who you are, nobody cares, no one's going to take your call. So you've got to create your own heat. We faxed every single record label on the planet. I think everybody got one of our faxes. UK, America, we said, look, we're a company, we can take your artists around and tour manage them and all that sort of stuff. And we got no responses. We must have sent out thousands, phoning everybody, no one wants to take a call. Then lucky, we got one response, and was this record label. So we've never done this before. This was our first ever time of doing it, but we didn't tell the record company that, obviously. Told them that, yeah, we do this all day.
You've got to try and create your own lane. You know, if you're going to PR companies and you're not getting the work, or you're trying to find clients and they're not taking you seriously and all the rest of it. I think you have to create your own lane. You have to find that client that's going to believe in you and do a good job, or you have to bring something to that client so they have no choice but to accept what you're bringing. I think you've got to prove yourself. That's the key. I think you've got to, you know, because if you're a complete stranger to somebody, why are they going to put their career in your hands? And why are they going to say, okay, I'm going to give you this chance, especially if you've got no track record and you're just coming up? So, you know, if there's an artist that you're interested in managing, if that's the route you're trying to go, I think my suggestion would be to go out and source something for that artist, bring something attractive to that artist, so that you're already coming with something on the table, rather than going to them with a begging bowl and expecting them to say, right, well, you can jump on the bandwagon. You've got much more of a chance of bringing them an opportunity of you know, ending up working with them if you're bringing them an opportunity, and then you bring them another opportunity. Then, you know, any human being would turn around and look at that and say, well, this person's pretty good to have around. I need to maybe employ this person, or this person needs to be handling my affairs.
It depends on what your skill set is, what you're trying to achieve, but it's just going on the battleground. Don't sit down, wait for an opportunity to come. Don't sit down and be moaning about, I can't get this chance, or I've applied for this job and I can't get it. That's some nonsense. Get up, do it yourself. You know, get up and go and get it, because it's there to be got. You know, everything's possible. My skill set is, I think, thinking out the box and being innovative in approaches. So my first thing might be, say for example, the big name at the moment was Wayne Rooney. It might be a thing of, I might look at Wayne Rooney and think, well, what things has Wayne Rooney not got endorsement wise? So say for example, he didn't have a deodorant deal, for example. I would pick up the phone and find a deodorant company and say, would you fancy doing a deal with Wayne Rooney? Their first question to me is going to be, do you represent Wayne Rooney? And I said, yes, I'm one of his advisors. Because I know that I'll end up being one of his advisors if I bring a big deal to the table. And then you then go and have a meeting with them, tell them why they should be doing Wayne Rooney, which is quite obvious, anyone will know why they should do Wayne Rooney. And that's where you'd start off from there. Or if it's a thing that I'm trying to get the hottest artist that's out there at the moment, I'd go to the gig, meet the artist and tell him how he needs me in his world and convince him. Or if it be a situation that I want to get into one of the biggest entertainment companies, you're wasting your time sending in a CV. I will go to the office, wait outside the office until the MD and one of the directors come out and say to him, look, you need me in your life.
Trying to do whatever you can to get into the place that you want. You know, you might have a target, as in a client that you're targeting, and you might not even represent them. But you know, if you go out, if you look at people like Don King and the kind of moves he's pulled to get to where he's got to, you'll see that he just did whatever it took. So you know, whether it means you go out and get a deal for somebody that you don't necessarily represent, and you approach that person with a deal, or approach that person with opportunity, you're going to get a lot more attention from that person than you would if you just said, hi, I'm Joe Bloggs, you know, I'd like to be your PR, or I'd like to manage you. If you say to them, look, I'd like to manage you, I've got a deal of £500,000 on the table, this is the opportunity, what do you think? You're going to get a response.